In a world, on a game show, for bragging rights at Infocom. Here are your hosts, Rich and George.
Hey, listeners. Welcome to a very special segment today. Rich is here with me. Gopech, you won't see him on the screen, but he's in the background, and we are here with our AV super friends. What are we doing today, Rich? Do you want to tell our listeners what we're going to do here today?
Well, this is probably the worst kept secret because you've told everybody about it, but we are kicking off a game show. Hosted by the BaldAVGuys, and we are, putting friends against each other. In this case, that was not intentional, but the AV Super Friends are our first guests. And the top scorers essentially are going to move on to a March Madness bracket in March of 2024, and we're going to see where that takes us.
So we're looking for anywhere in a total of 8 episodes, 32 or more contestants, and we're really looking to put you guys against each other, AV Tweeps, and really make Infocom exciting, because we'll talk about who won, bragging rights, and all that kind of stuff for Infocom. So now, without further ado, let's let the AV Super Friends, not that they need any introduction, but let's let them introduce themselves as their contestants.
Go, Chris. Introduce us.
Okay, I'll introduce somebody else. I want to introduce Larry Darling. That's Larry. No, okay. How much introduction do you want? My name's Chris Dector. I'm an AV super friend, and here to score the worst on anything related to pop culture, politics, music, celebrities, all that stuff. This is going to be awesome.
So you got all the AV stuff down pat.
I'll score terrible on that too.
Nice.
Larry, you're up next.
I'm Larry Darling. I'm from UNC Greensboro, and I might be slightly better at superhero stuff than Chris, but other than that, I'm pretty much in the same boat.
It's going to be a great episode. Mark, you're up next.
Mark Kolozinski, super friend with the longest last name. Here to find out if we can make Chris a believer in AI and all that things that he doesn't believe in, blockchain and all that stuff too. So we'll see how uncomfortable we can make Chris in this whole conversation. He's a big advocate of that, so I'm excited. So
it's not a thing.
Last but not least, Jamie, you're up.
Yeah, Jamie Reinhardt. I'm the part of the Midwest faction of the AV Super Friends, and I'm going to give Chris a run for his money on this pop culture thing. Despite having a whole house full of children, I really don't know what the hell's happening outside of it.
Nice.
Race to the bottom. All right, here we go.
I'm pretty sure I'm right there with you guys on the pop culture. Rich is a little younger, so he might know a thing or two about
Taylor Swift.
Who's that? Oh my God.
Oh boy.
I only know her because she's always on TV when Travis Kelce's.
Yeah, enough with the Taylor Swift stuff.
I wish somebody in Kansas City had something better to talk about.
Well, they have barbecue, but anyways, so let's get right into the game, shall we?
Round 1, fight!
So the first round is called the opening, and this is a very simple round. I'm going to have a timer running on my screen, and you get the opportunity to introduce yourself to the AV Tweeps as a specific tool or a product in the industry, in AV, all right? Now, here's the catch. You have only 40 seconds to do this, give or take 2 or 3 seconds, all right? So if you go 2 or 3 seconds above, so more than 43 seconds, less than, what's the math, 37 seconds, and you get minus points, all right? Every point you make that Rich and I like, we're going to give you a plus point. Every time, we're going to also give you a bank of 5 words that you cannot use. If you use those words, you get a minus point. And that's how this round will go. So the words are, you cannot use abbreviations, right? All of a sudden, AV world, no abbreviations. Think about that. That's everything. You can use audio visual. You cannot use industry, and you cannot use any specific product or brand name. All those will get you minus 1 point. Is that good? Any questions? Shall we jump right into it?
Does it have to be a real product?
thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
I'm going independent amalgamated on Chris.
Cable stretcher, frustration
Yeah, I think
mounts.
it's gonna have to be something.
Bring
that
in the
exists.
bucket of air. That describes me, a big bucket of air.
Ding ding.
Oh man, that was plus points in my book.
Yeah, I already gave him
started yet.
We haven't even started yet. Jamie already got a +5 from me.
All right. So in that case, let's get the game started. And Jamie, you have the floor.
I may be described as a certain Tron's tweaker. I'm little. I fit in most places that most other people don't. I do a lot of chores very imprecisely, but I can take care of a lot of things. And one side is kind of flat and stubby and doesn't work worth a crap. The other side never fits any Phillips head screw that you ever try to get to.
All right.
That was a little less than 40 seconds.
Yeah, I
think
say,
that
I
pretty well describes me.
Yeah, I pulled up the timer and it was less than 37 seconds. But
there you go.
Overall,
that was the thing.
Pretty good. No, but you have to be,
always.
You have to be in between.
See, I'm short.
That was a great start.
That was a great start.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, for sure. Next up, Chris, you're next on my screen. And your time starts now.
I can often be described as a, let's see here. I'm gonna drag for time a little bit. You can take points off. I'm trying to pick what I want to be described as. I do want to point out that Jamie used both Tron and a product name, a trademark product name in his description. So
he did.
And he started before we got going. But I'm going to be described as a, let's see, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to be described as a tape measure. It is a very basic tool. It's something that everyone should have in their kit for checking stuff because measurements are always wrong. Let's see, almost used one of the bad words there. A lot of what we do is based around math and physics. So measure twice, cut once. And I'm a stickler for the, kind of going back to basics as far as any sort of general troubleshooting or any sort of general design. Don't overcomplicate something that doesn't need to be straightforward and simple. So you can describe me as a tape measure.
That was great. However, you went well over the allotted time. So
that's Tron is not a brand name.
But we know what you're doing there.
Tron.
Yeah. Tron is a
There's
trademark
a lot of
property by Disney. You're going to jail.
Tron. Right to
Also, I do want to point out most of my time was spent complaining about Jamie. So
I think that was a tactic you were trying to use, but I think it blew up on you.
I was thinking a hammer, man. You're just a blunt instrument of.
I love it.
I'm not blunt. I'm very non-precise.
Well, Larry, you're up next. And where's the timer? Your time starts now.
Okay, if I had to be described as a tool, I would say I am one of those 10-in-1 screwdrivers. And I only say that because you get a lot of guys who used to be in the field, used to be installers and all that, and they still carry one of those everywhere with them. And when need be, they're more than happy to pull it out and fix whatever the new guys can't fix at any given time. I don't use my tools all the time, but when I do, I'm still better than most of the guys out there.
Wow.
All right.
Man.
Is that it?
Can I change my tool and go again?
Nice.
Larry, you were unfortunately under the allotted time.
I imagine I was.
No.
But everyone's very close so far. And that leaves Mark, the longest last name in AV, up next.
.com.
Are we going?
And your time starts now.
All right. I would describe myself as a walking, talking, real-life version of a net-connected large language model. I often serve that role within the organization. Something you can query and get an answer that may sound like it could be right, but you're not 100% sure it actually is, but it's said in a way that you just believe it. And that's my job, that I have to convince a lot of these people here in my organization. You got to go out and try it. You got to fix it. You got to find a solution. I'll give you an answer, but please go out and execute it some way, somehow get the job done.
All right. Actually, Mark, you hit the time 38 seconds. So that was perfect. So now what I'll do is
Completely cheated.
He pushed a button on his watch. I saw him do it.
Yeah.
He absolutely 100%.
Timer on his screen.
Well, I tell you, he hit it on the button, so he did something right.
I read it right off the screen as it gave it to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
What the hell? I
Actually
just
put
noticed
that into a large language model, didn't you?
Yeah.
He
40-second description of me.
As a tool.
Brilliant.
All right. At this point, I'm going to share my screen as the leaderboard and where we stand before we move on to our next round. So the leaderboard says Mark is in the lead with 26 points, Chris coming in second, Jamie third with 19, and Larry at 17. All right.
Close.
Timing was critical.
Timing was critical.
Man.
Yes.
I think there should have been a little bit of a curve on that because those first few that would
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So this is not like the Price of Right.
I want to
where
recount.
You got to stay under 40 seconds, but if you go over windbag, Chris, then you get more points.
How long
I
did
get
I
it.
talk? Like 7 minutes? I don't think it was
3
that
minutes,
long.
man. You went way over. There's notes. You didn't even pay attention.
It's like 59 seconds.
I love
But
it.
there are a couple of points he hit that got a +5 and not just a +1. That really helped him. He really kicked it into high gear there.
Round 2, fight.
All right. Our second round is called Lights, Camera, Action. Each player has to pick one topic. I think I shared does everyone have the list of topics in front of them? Because it'll be really long if I stand here and read all of them.
Otherwise, you can pull it up.
We have
This is
our
where you'd
back
say,
channel. Yeah.
GoPesh will put this up on the screen.
Yeah.
Yes, GoPesh will put this up on the
Yeah.
screen as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
No to GoPesh. So each player gets to pick one topic, no repeat. So you can pick only one topic out of the 5. You have 1 minute. Each good idea gets 1 point. That's liked by the host. Going over the minute by, we'll give 5 seconds, give or take, because if you really get into the mood, we'll give you that extra 5 seconds. So again, same just like the first round. If you go over by 5 seconds or under 5 seconds, you get minus points. All right. So who was the leader? Mark, you have the leaderboard. So
Ooh,
you
does that mean
are
I get to go
up
first. Is that
first.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
cherry-
Give me 1 second.
cherry
Let me
pick.
pull up.
Get the cherry pick here.
wow. Okay.
Dang. Give me 1 second. I closed the clock out.
Oh boy.
All right. Well,
Flip and go
Amateur hour.
later.
It's amateur hour over here.
I hope I'm even looking at the right ones. I'm going to go with what was sent to me. I hope it wasn't sabotaged in our
No,
back
that's
channel
the
earlier
one
on.
thing that hasn't. Well, I don't know if Chris changed it for you. I don't know.
I sent fake topics.
That would be really
Very
funny.
Chris. It's very
Why
Chris.
do we have to discuss boxers and briefs? I don't get it.
Nice.
All right, Mark. Ready, set, go.
All right, I'm
What-
going to take number
Let
one.
him
on this.
let him pick one first.
Picking one.
Oh,
Picking
yes.
number one. How can we use artificial intelligence and machine learning to improve the production and consumption of AV content? I believe we are going to hopefully use this to our advantage to have higher quality, and we'll at least be able to recognize, oh, that looks good, that doesn't look good. But I think in the AV industry to really deliver this, we're actually going to be able to use this so that we can actually create better experiences at large using the artificial learning or machine learning and artificial intelligence to help us with the tool set of stuff we normally would have to do day in and day out to shot composition, things like that for the creation, but also the experiential piece, how we actually consume that AV. Are the spaces designed adequately? Are we actually using all the correct math, taking that stuff off our shoulders to actually leverage that piece to kind of automate those features out of our have to do and kind of make all that experience a little bit easier for everybody from production to delivery? I think we are going to lean into it. And it's going to be a thing.
Very cool, but 11 seconds short.
Oh,
So, but overall, very cool. Very cool. Next up, Chris, you're second up. So go ahead.
You know, I'm torn on these. Can I do the same one Mark just did?
Nope.
as a counterpoint.
Read the rules, Chris.
All right. Okay. I'm going to pick, let's see, I'm going to pick number 5, which I know is a topic close to the hearts of the Bald AV guys. How can we address the shortage of skilled AV professionals and attract more young people to the industry? So this is a two-parter. I'm going to address each part as 6 subparts. If I could just share my slides real quick. Okay, let me take this. So how can we address the shortage of skilled AV professionals? Training and professional development. I have worked at a lot of places. Go look me up on LinkedIn. I've probably worked at your school and you didn't know it. A lot of schools, and it almost comes down to individual divisions within IT, do not put a huge value on professional development and training. There's a lot of materials out there, between manufacturers, industry organizations, even general education courses and things. There's a lot of information, and the fantastic part of it is the vast majority of it is delivered right through your crappy little laptop. So you don't have to send someone to a 3-week-long training course. You don't have to ship them off to Infocom every year. There's a lot of opportunities for training. Lean into it. If nothing else, it gives people a good, solid fundamentals. All right, part 2. How can we attract more young people to the industry? Step 1: broaden your outlook on where to find people. Yes, there's a lot of opportunity for hiring people even within institutions themselves, and then building those into full-time employees. But look not just within the IT world, within the computer science world. Look at production, editing, music production, any of that stuff, education, communication. There's a lot of fantastic people out there. There's a lot of opportunities to draw upon them to build out your own staffs and build them into AV future experts. Also, AV is IT, so pitch it as an IT sort of position and build those resumes, treat them as actual real professionals, and they'll love you for it.
Awesome. You did go over the allotted time.
I have no idea what the time was.
You were probably close to 40 seconds over, but we didn't say how many points we just said. But you know what? I do agree with you on that. We are partnered with the School of Communication for our AV degree program, and it is. I think we organically go towards computer science, but I think it's time to broaden the horizon and look at other options like communication and
Mr. Game Show host, could you stay on topic, please?
Yeah, I thought we were going to get into a deep dive conversation.
This guy.
You're going to go for it here. All right.
I mean, all right, fine. Jamie, you're up next. I don't get the soapbox on this one. I get it.
Some good ones in there, man. We left them for you.
I love the look.
Come on, man. There's only one good one left. Don't take it.
I know. Larry, I'm going to give you the softball.
Jamie, you can tag team. I'll jump in.
I know. Here you go. You ready?
Phone a friend.
How can we prepare for the growth of the metaverse and virtual reality and the impact they'll have on our industry? Who gives a rat's ass?
There you go.
No, I mean, look. AR and virtual reality, they're there, right? Great. Wonderful. What's our job in the AV industry? We are to provide the tools in order to show the content and experience. Most of the stuff's built nowhere near us. So what changes for us? Spatial audio. What changes? Do you need microphones? Yes. Need speakers? Yeah. Oh, crap. Do you need some kind of DSP to make sure it's all routed correctly? Awesome. You know what we already do? All of it. Cameras, same thing, right? What do we do with cameras? Wait, 3D. How do we do that? Right, with 2 cameras. Right, most of this is content creation. Most of this is on the back end. Most of this is computer-based. Most of this is servers. How do you store this stuff? How do you access it? How do you get it to the masses? We can display all kinds of really cool stuff. That's our job, is to bring that experience to people. The content, we help you create that content. The content creation is not normally the AV technician's job and world. That's somebody else's world. It's cool. I love it. It's wonderful. It's kind of neat to nerd out on. It has bupkis to do with our regular lives.
Great. That was awesome. You did go over by a few seconds, but...
A few. You said, look, by 3 seconds, I was not docked. And last time I was docked because I was 3 seconds short. So now that I've reread the rules,
Jamie.
this
perfect or nothing. Yes.
Yeah.
That's it?
No,
you guys in VR, the
right,
scoring system in VR.
Hey,
I'm out.
Jamie,
Let me
to be abundantly
clarify.
clear, did you answer question 2 or question 3? Because
All of them.
What do you
Two.
even mean?
Two.
Well done.
Wide,
It was two.
wide brush.
Two.
Just paint it. Go.
Two.
Well
Just to
done.
clarify, though, you went over the allotted 1 minute and the soft 5 seconds. That's what I was trying to get at.
Your clock's wrong. It's one of them New York
Your
clocks,
watch
I
is
think.
It's floating.
It's a New York minute. It's different.
It's a New York
Yeah.
minute. It's
New York
way
minute is
different.
different.
Just
Yeah.
ask any taxi driver in New
It
York.
goes by much faster.
Yeah.
Next up, Larry, you're up.
I'm going to answer question 3, which is the one Jamie kind of answered, but didn't really. How can we meet the increasing demand for high quality AV content while also ensuring it is affordable and accessible to everyone? The biggest problem with most of the hybrid high flex courses that we've put out there is we haven't really paid enough attention to areas outside of AV. We haven't paid attention to the lighting. We haven't paid attention to the instructional design. We haven't worked with the instructors to give them tools and teach them how to use the tools we've actually put in the room in a more effective way. We can outfit all these spaces in really nice ways, where we can capture all the students, even the ones in the back of the room that don't want to be captured. We can see everything. But if we haven't fundamentally addressed the lighting, the acoustics, the instructor's presentation style, and their whole pedagogy, then it's not going to be a compelling experience, and we're not doing the students any favors.
And, well, your timer just ended, so that was perfect 1 minute. Literally 1 minute on the dot. That's a +1.
Walk-off home run. I'm leaving.
Walk-off home run. All right. Now to share the updated scores before we move on to the next round.
This is like whose line is it anyway? Like the score don't matter.
It'd be better if we guys just tagged each other in.
Yeah.
Fluid. Yeah.
Well, complicate my life some more.
Actually, I like that idea. Like halfway
There
through.
we go. Here is the leaderboard.
Larry jumping up
really,
there.
really
Holy
tight.
crap. That was all BS.
Let it flow.
You just described AV, Larry.
We're in academia, so you hit home with me, that's for sure. So very tight score. Very, very tight score. Let's see. So that's round 2, lights, camera, action. Now we move to round 3, which is Jeopardy.
Round 3. Fight!
And I will hand this over to Rich.
Yes, indeed. Here we go. So, George, who was in the lead? Was it Larry? It's going to kick us off for Jeopardy?
Larry's in the lead, yes.
All right. Give me 1 sec.
Now, folks,
Here
this
we
is
go.
where none of this matters from the past, because this is where it's at.
This is where it comes in. How do we chime in here? Are we just going for it?
I want
raise
those
your hand.
potables for 200.
Bing, 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 bing.
So, George will, Larry, you'll kick off. Pick your topic. George will read it, and then I'm going to keep track of who. The best way we decided to do this was just shoot your hand up, and that's how there was, unless there's something you guys know of in StreamYard that would allow us. We didn't see any fun emoji icon, thumbs up, raise hand, anything like that. So
should have made it really complicated. We had to send a message in.
Yeah.
We tried all that.
Link and a QR code.
Yeah, George.
Chat.
Yeah,
I mean, we could use the chat, right?
yeah.
We tried the chat, but then it becomes really.
It got a little
boring for
choppy
those
there.
If I
Yeah.
just do this, there, see?
Yeah, let's stick with the hand raise for now. I'll kind of judge who. If it's a tie, then I'll split the difference and we'll
I'm not
go
gonna
from
get
there.
any of these, so it's not gonna.
Yeah, most of us know nothing about pop culture, so I'm going to go with TV movies. Just so
For 100?
For 100.
Oh boy.
TV movies for 100. This 2019
God,
American
really?
superhero film is the highest grossing film of all time, grossing over $2.8 billion worldwide.
This is you, Larry.
It
No
is,
hands?
but I don't know which one came out in 2019.
Anybody
All
can
of
jump
them.
in. 'cause it's
Anybody can
Jeopardy.
jump in.
Oh.
You raise your hand. Raise
Is
your
it
hand.
in? Wait.
Jamie.
Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
Oh crap! Yep. Good job, Jamie.
Hey, the stupid
Awesome.
tight shot. I've got to
On the board.
On the board. Jamie, you get to pick the next topic.
for S&Gs, how about History 300?
History 300. What famous document signed in 1215 limited the powers?
Chris already raised his hand. Jump right in there.
Okay, go ahead, Chris.
Magna Carta.
Ah,
Nice.
look at that.
Hey.
What was the date?
I thought people would struggle a little more with that. I guess not.
You stumbled on the right part of nerds.
Yeah.
Let's see. S words for 600. Oh.
I looked around. I was like, which one?
I was like, wait, what?
Let's why not? Let's stay with history. History for 500.
Ooh.
Big swing. In which year did the United States declare its independence from Great Britain?
Oh, declared in 1776.
Can I just jump in and say that
There we go.
George had this as 1716, and we just had to change it. I just want to point that out. Sorry, I had to throw
Point
that
that out. Now
I had
everybody
to.
knows.
I had to throw that in there.
Might have been a typo. Might have been a typo.
Questionable. He blamed. Actually, ironically, guys, he blamed.
No names.
Yeah.
Oh,
No names. Go, Chris. You
names.
could edit that out.
edit that out.
Go ahead, Chris.
Let's do AV for 100.
Oh, he dares. The mathematical formula used to calculate decibel. This is also something you can chop.
What?
Chop?
Something you can chop.
It was okay
like,
until it got to chop, and now
don't let the chop throw you off. Mathematical formula used to calculate decibel. Folks, this is right out of the CTS book.
It is.
it is, but I'm sure chop isn't.
Which all of us have.
The chop thing confuses the shit out of me.
Yeah.
All right.
The extra flair was
I
added by
think this
Rich.
is where it goes, "Brr," and it gives us the answer.
Log.
Yeah.
You chop a log.
Yeah.
You chop wood. I'm not sure you chop a
Oh.
log.
Well,
Also, want to point out,
Nobody
log,
chops
log
logs.
is not a formula.
I did
Log is a
actually last-
function.
That was Rich's question.
We're the lawyers. Get the lawyers in here. Shut this down.
oh man.
Next question. Well, Chris, I think you still have the board.
Oh, do I? Let's go to the other end. AV for 500.
Oh, wow. A cable's bend radius is best defined as, Chris.
It's just
Whatever the hell the manufacturer says.
Unfortunately, that's
true.
not what the CTS book says.
Oh, these are CTS questions? Well, then we know that they're made up and the points don't matter.
And it'll revert back to what it used to be before.
What it
Wait,
used to be.
is this that new certification?
This isn't the end, no.
Oh.
How sharply?
Oh, the actual
cable
word.
is
I'm looking for a
I
word
thought you
here.
were trying
Yeah.
to say like how to define it.
Yeah.
So it's we'll
Well,
get
let's just keep trashing on the CT.
Yeah,
Come on, Chris.
yeah.
We'll just keep
All
trashing
right,
on
AV
things.
for 400.
AV for 400. What does DHCP stand for? I mean,
Oh,
you guys
me.
don't know this.
Me.
Jamie.
Jamie.
Lawyers.
You got actually no. You're
That's
wrong
different.
on both accounts on that.
You're
You wanted the other one.
Yeah, that's the HD.
reciprocal of that.
You knew what I was talking about.
All right, I'll answer it. But
HDCP.
yes,
HDC.
you're thinking HDCP, which is you're correct. Lawyers.
Lawyers.
Dynamic Host Control Protocol.
Yes.
There we go.
Heyo.
Chris staying on the board. Damn, Chris is running away with this.
AV 300.
Let's get AV done and out the board. What does OLED stand for? Chris again.
Organic light emitting diode.
My man.
I think that's because he has the wide shot. So anytime he like scratches something, you guys think that's his hand coming up.
You want me to just keep my hand still? AV 200.
Let's get
See, his
AV
hands
done
are
and
already
off the
up.
board. Which video conferencing and streaming protocol is developed by Cisco and commonly associated with telepresence systems?
POS 200.
Standards-based hot garbage, aka H323.
Can I give him bonus points for that one?
That was what the H stand for. Hot garbage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hot
Fair,
garbage.
fair.
Look it
All right,
up. It's true.
I'll sandbag the next one just to let someone else get a shot. Music 500.
Oh man.
Jeez.
This British rock band led by Mick Jagger is known for
Larry.
classics.
Larry.
Rolling Stones.
Heyo.
And Larry's on the
I'm
board.
on the board.
Jumping in there.
Music for 400.
This genre, characterized by its use of turntable sampling, originated in the South Bronx in the 1970s. What is it?
Is it hip hop?
Yes.
Mark
it
got
is.
it.
Is that a
Well
question?
done.
What?
Well
No
done.
rap, but hip hop works.
Well done. Mark's on the board.
Everybody's officially
Everybody's on the board.
Everybody's on board. Let's go. It's my lunchtime. Food and travel for 300.
Oh, we're breaking the seal on food and travel. This small European country is known for its picturesque landscapes, medieval castles, and setting for the famous fairy tale Little Mermaid. Larry.
Is it Portugal?
Nope. Little Mermaid.
I'll throw in one here. I want to say that it's Denmark.
Wow. That is impressive.
You don't.
Jeez, man.
That is impressive.
That's where all the fairy tales come from.
Yeah.
Back to Chris.
Stay with food and travel, 500.
In this Thai cuisine, what popular spicy soup is flavored with lemongrass, lime leaves, chili peppers, and often it includes ingredients like shrimp or chicken?
Larry.
Is it curry?
Nope.
Is it the
Mark?
the faux thing?
No.
No. All right.
And that's pronounced pho.
Pho, whatever.
That's a Vietnamese thing.
It's similar.
No one?
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Tom Yum soup.
I used to use their GPS.
Tom.
Oh, Tom, right. Remember those? Next, Chris, I think you still get
Oh, why not? TV movies, 500.
TV movies for 500. What popular Netflix series revolves around supernatural adventures of Eleven and her friends?
Larry.
Stranger Things.
Sure.
My favorite show.
I don't have the TV.
TV and movies for 400 because Chris doesn't have it.
Damn it.
What popular HBO series based on
Larry.
George?
Game of Thrones. I've never watched it, but I have read it.
I was going to say, I only know that one because of the books, but
Fair. That's fair.
But it's a TV show now.
TV movies for 300.
What video game released in 2000? Let's try that again. What video game released in 2017 by Epic Games became worldwide phenomenon with Battle Royale mode?
Larry.
Fortnite.
Mr. Esports.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Larry
the only
came to
reason.
play.
Got that one, yeah.
TV movies for 200.
This South Korean boy band has achieved global success with their music performances and are known for their dedicated fans known as ARMY.
Come on, Jamie. This is you, man.
Yeah, you were the only one of us.
You're the only one that's always
Jamie,
seen
ask the kid next to you.
I'm trying to get the kid next to me to shut up. So.
Nice.
No one? You definitely heard of them at least. BTS.
Isn't that a connector of sorts?
I think
Yeah,
so.
could be.
Close.
It's
Close.
not
No.
blocking though. So no.
No.
I think you're thinking BNC, but close enough.
Food travel for 400.
Food and travel for 400. In the world of cocktails, what classic drink is made with vodka, coffee, liqueur, cream, or milk, and is typically
Chris.
served on the rocks or as short drink?
A white Russian or a Caucasian?
Wow. Wait, you give both names.
Wow.
Wow.
Isn't that a Big Lebowski?
It is. There you go. That's where it's from. History, 400.
The sinking of which British ocean liner in 1912 on its maiden Larry?
Titanic.
Larry's
Music
making
for
a comeback
300.
here.
I feel like Jamie and Mark are going to bring it around now. Who is the Canadian singer and songwriter behind the 2015 hit song Can't Feel My Face and the album Starboy?
Is that that Korean boy band again? BNC.
I'll give you a hint. He was in one of the Super Bowl halftime shows.
Not helping.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't know
well,
that.
that,
Bruno
Mars, really?
that just made it easier.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Larry?
Larry's got it.
Bruno Mars.
Nope.
No, I'm worse than that.
He's not Canadian.
Nice.
Hey,
Something.
Something. He's a person.
the
No
Heath
one?
thing it really got me. So yeah.
No one. The
Oh.
Weekend.
Yeah. Nope.
No,
It's
got nothing.
misspelled.
Was that misspelled? Rich,
No,
did you
that's-
mistype that, or is that how it's spelled?
That's how it's spelled. I checked it 3
If you
times.
would have
Yeah.
did like wasn't there like a Super Bowl reference you could have put on there or something like that? That would have made that. No.
Yeah. The kids would all know it.
Yeah,
Who had the board? Larry?
Yeah, music for 200.
If it weren't for those
Music
kids.
for 200. Which English rock band formed in 1968? Mark.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Yep.
Round it out, 100. Music.
Who is known as the queen of pop and hits like a bird? I'm not sure.
Madonna.
Madonna. There you
go. Food and travel for 100.
Daily Double. Nope.
What ancient city, often referred to as Eternal City, is a popular travel destination?
It was Rome.
Rome.
Food travel 200.
In Africa, what is the name of the vast desert that stretches across several countries, including Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia?
Chris.
What is the Sahara? Named for the casino in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, exactly.
Authentic.
History 200.
Who was the first woman to fly solo across the
Larry.
Atlantic Ocean?
Amelia Earhart.
Well done.
And for 100.
Last but not least.
Which Egyptian queen, known for her relationship with Julius Caesar, Mark Antony,
Chris.
Who's Cleopatra?
All right.
Damn.
Look at that.
Chris running away.
Chris, you won.
You
This
won
round.
something.
Jamie was busy doing email at this time.
So was I was doing Jamie's email also.
It's time for the children to come home. I've got all kinds
we
of
were all sending
problems
him
going
emails
on.
in the background to keep him busy.
You were Googling
Nice.
answers.
I don't know if you guys heard the loud thumping upstairs. Mike has just got here too.
Yeah, they just walked through the door, and this is their "shut up or die" text. So,
I love it.
Do
so
not log
I
on.
sacrifice points in order to threaten my
He's trying
children.
to threaten his children. There you go.
Nice.
And Child
nice.
Protective Services will be here soon.
All right. So, Rich,
Yeah.
Those raw points
have the
added, that's going to be
scores.
a big jump. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna do.
I won all 2,000 of my points.
Here's what we're gonna do. Chris won that, so he gets +10.
okay.
Larry came in second, so he gets +5. Mark
Guess
came
who
in
gets
third, he gets
nothing?
+1, and Jamie gets a -1 for coming in last.
Boy, he's going to get the
Ouch.
first round pick. In the
They've been
Jeez.
screwing points from me from the get go. So
Yeah, George has been out to get you from the get-go.
What did you
Jamie.
do
I'm
to
sorry.
them, man?
I don't
Right?
know. I
The
came
rich
on
get
with
richer. Yeah.
with
I
a bag
did.
of air joke, got
It's
2
just-
points, and have been downhill since.
Jamie, I'm just saying it's the thick.
You
head
should have
hair
stuck with
you
a
bring
bag
to
of
the
air
table.
because that was a
That's
winning.
fair.
That was a winning play right there.
Could have won with that. Yeah.
So here's the leaderboard. Chris is in the lead with 55, Larry 54, Mark 48, and Jamie at 44. Still a close battle. Now we're off to our last round, folks. This is a good one, right?
Final round. Fight.
This is a good one. Everything can change here. You get your chance, your stage to make your dad joke, and the best dad joke, Rich and I will give the points as we see best. 10 points for every. Is that how it goes, Rich?
I feel like
Come off
as
the stage for a second.
I feel like as we go along here, just like we did with the other rounds, we'll
Okay.
crank the points up and down, and let's see what you got. It doesn't no time limit on this one. I don't want you guys to feel
No
pressured.
time limit.
The aristocrats.
Longest joke.
Yeah.
So we'll,
the shaggy
so we'll
dog story.
let Chris is in the lead, so we'll let him kick it off.
Does it have to be a dad joke and a bald joke?
Could be either. Well, we're gonna go with dad joke. Which one do you want to go with, George?
You could go either.
Okay.
Double points for getting both.
Whoa.
All right.
there you go.
I'm going to give it a shot to go both.
All right.
What do you call a group of rabbits hopping backwards? A receding hairline.
Oh,
Nice.
man.
Nice. Go, Pesh. I want a little bit of bump after each of these. All right.
Yeah, that's hard to
Nice.
follow.
Nice.
All right. So, Larry, you're next.
So, Amazon Prime Day was this last week. I took the opportunity to order a chicken and an egg. I'll let you know.
Man.
Well done. Well done.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Mark, you're up next.
All right, this is it's a dad joke for my little ones, and it may be a bald joke. You guys decide. How does the moon cut his hair?
How does the
Eclipse
moon
it.
Well done.
Well done.
I like that one.
We have an eclipse tomorrow here in Oregon. So
I like that one.
Yeah.
it's timely.
I like that
That was
one.
funny. And Jamie, he's been saving everything for this moment.
He's been Googling jokes.
Let's see.
The best dad jokes come off the cuff.
Yes.
So this won't be any good. So why is it hard to understand volunteers? They just don't make any sense.
No.
Get that? See what I did there?
Oh man.
See, that gets more points because you all groaned. That
That's
is
fair.
a successful dad joke.
Yep.
When you go, oh my God, that's so stupid.
There's an element of stupidity that must be involved. Yes.
Yes. All right. So that's awesome. And
I think we got final scores here.
we got final scores. So I'm going to go ahead and present the final scores here.
The winner's Gopesh. Weird.
The winner is Gopesh. Indeed. No, I'm kidding. And the winner is Mark. Second place to Chris. Larry came third and Jamie was fourth.
That was a really close second.
Pretty
fourth.
sure I should get extra points because I predicted the loss. It was predicted.
But it
Jamie,
took everything
you
you
made a
had.
hard
You
push at the
eked
end.
it out. You eked out.
I just
that
gave you
margin.
one more. You tied for
There you
third
go.
now.
It's a tie.
Ty's like
Wait,
kissing
wait.
your sister.
So you just
Come
moved
on.
from last place to tied for last place. So,
It's a game of inches, man. Like
It is a game of inches.
now say the next line, Mark.
Folks, thank you so much for joining us today. This was way more fun than I anticipated.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
And we'll see Mark and Chris in March for March Madness. It looks
you
like.
guys will have all of our travel documents sent to us.
everything will be
Yeah.
sent out.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be.
I
it'll
only
be
fly
good.
economy basic, so
Oh, perfect.
that's in my rider.
Sold.
Well, we'll see what we can do about that. We only fly first class, so.
Awesome.
But no, thank you guys so much for joining. This was great, and see you guys soon.
Thanks for watching, everyone. And until next time, this has been a BaldAVGuys production. Take care.